Good morning, everybody. This is me, Essex J, with the Essex J Project, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed Thursday morning, getting that love in, getting ready to get to work, making sure the babies got to school on time or getting to school on time, right? So I want to talk a little bit about part-time love and what that means to me, right? I think that part-time love is something that a lot of us experience. It seems as though that person is just infatuated with you in the beginning until they realize not necessarily who you really are, but until that part-time or until that hype kind of fades away. So, you know what I always do? I let people log in, say good morning, hey, how are you doing? Hope everybody's having a blessed time, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and speak my mind after everybody logs in. But like I said before, I'm gonna start backing down a little bit. I'm gonna make sure that my videos aren't that long anymore, and I won't do them as often. But I said that I was gonna continue until I get to a certain point. And after that, of course, I may no longer do the project anymore, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start speaking. Hey, hope everybody's doing good, right? So let me go ahead and speak, man, because I know that a lot of people is like, what do you mean by part-time love? What are you talking about, right? So at the end of the day, what a lot of you sisters don't understand, and what you probably may never recognize, is that a lot of us men, we're just infatuated with you temporarily. It's like once we actually get a hold of your ass, once we actually get a hold of you, your sex, your mind, your intimacy, and who you really are, it's kind of like the infatuation almost dies somewhat, right? That's why we say it's important not to give too much too soon. But at the same time, would that even really matter? It's all about what that person's true intentions were. It's called hype, in my opinion, because there's a lot of people that got good hype, and there's a lot of people who are really just good people that goes beyond what the hype really is. But it takes a real person, it takes a real man, it takes a real woman, an individual, a soul, a being, whoever, to really truthfully see beyond the hype and to appreciate everything that this person really has to offer. So I call it just temporarily love, right? It's just temporary. It's just not solidified. It's not for the long term. It's not for the long haul. It's just temporary. It's just right now, right? Oh, I love how you look right now. But in the reality of it is, after you have a couple babies, yeah, baby, I'm not really impressed no more. That's the mentality of some. But even then, it goes a little bit beyond that. It goes a little bit deeper than that as well, right? See, until we actually speak to you, there's so many different possibilities in our mind. That's what a lot of you sisters don't get. Like, we don't know what you're going to say. We don't know who you are. We don't know if you're a freak. We don't know if you're going. We don't know anything. But we got to get an opportunity to speak to you. So until we really get an opportunity to understand you and really know who you are, guess what? We're infatuated. We're infatuated with the ideal of you versus who you really may be. We've spoken about this before. This is nothing new, but this is just something to address again, not so much as repeating myself, but to let you know that you could be experiencing some temporary infatuation. Now, you guys know me, you know how I get down, you know what I do, you know what I say, and typically I put myself on the line. I'm gonna give you some of my own experiences because I'm me. So I don't want nobody to be like, well, you can't talk for me. You can't talk for us men. You definitely can't talk for us women. So you know what? I'm going to talk for myself this morning when it comes to temporary love. I'm about to put myself on the line. Okay? It was a couple people in my near presence, right? They reached out to me and they really wanted to get to know me. They really wanted to figure out who Essex J was. And then when I finally answered the phone and I finally gave them a call back and I finally had that conversation that they was just dying to have, and they saw that Essex was a normal guy, right? Like, I got kids, I got family, got things to do. I love to go to the gym. Like, I'm a nerd, right? Like, I'm not this image that you maybe have projected inside of your mind. I mean, definitely I'm a great dude. Hell yeah, I love exactly how I say I love. And I do believe in the things that I say, and I practice a lot of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Absolutely. But I'm not the character that you built in your mind. And so then all of a sudden, all of that temporarily love, that temporary infatuation, and just that, oh my God, all that shit was out the door. And I had to sit back and I had to question myself, man. I had to sit back and I really had to question myself, and I had to look in the mirror and I had to ask myself, man, am I good enough? Now, some of us, not all of us, but enough of us, right? We look in the mirror every day and we ask ourselves, are we good enough? right? I was gonna post a picture last night and it was gonna say on the top, am I good enough? I'm gonna post it in the bottom of this video when we're done, right? I got my shirt off. It's after the gym. I'm looking in the camera, just like how I would be looking in the mirror if I at home. Because every morning when I wake up and I sit back and I look at my text messages, I look at everything I've ever been through. I look at every person that's ever let me down, every person that's ever made me happy, all the situations that didn't work, job, career, finances, the SXJ project, all of my speaking, all of that shit, right? One of the first questions I ask myself, one of the first questions that you may ask yourself sometimes, regardless if you want to admit that shit or not, is am I good enough? The reason why we ask that is because we are experiencing these temporary moments of infatuation about other people, temporary moments of love, temporary moments of happiness, temporary outbursts of, desires and to be desired. But that shit's not for the long haul. It's just not longevity. It's not real. That's why I call it temporary, because that's all it is. You know what's crazy is that some people that start texting you like every morning, and you get used to the text, you get used to the phone calls, you get used to the love, you get used to the pictures. Man, you even get used to them freaky moments in the middle of the night when you have nobody to talk to, right? Like that person is that person. But then all of a sudden, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I got this. Oh, I'm doing that. Well, man, I've been in the gym a lot lately. And then we start feeling like that love and that attention, that shit was just temporary, man. Like that shit wasn't solidified. Like that shit wasn't serious. It wasn't real. And is it because that we project images in our mind of something that's not really there? Do we develop these ideas and these concepts, these imaginary ass what ifs versus what the reality of the shit is? Is that why it just seems temporary? Is it that it was never really there to begin with, but we wanted it to be there so bad to where we imagine it being there each time that individual called us, but we didn't realize that it was never really there? That's what I have to question myself each day, right? And then when I question myself that, I also get up and I look in the mirror. I look in this phone right now as I see myself going live. And I ask myself, man, like, am I even really good enough? You know what I'm saying? I'm expressing to you guys a dream I had, because this is that temporary love and affection and things that we go through. I had a dream that scared the fuck out of me, right? So it's this person that I like, right? And I had a dream that like, I was living where they was living, and I just walked inside of their house one day, was dropping off some food and some flowers or something. The kids was running around, and it's just like, damn, this dream felt so real, right? So I sit down on the couch and we talking, and they telling me they got some shit that they got to go do. So I'm like, all right, love, I'm finna get up, I'm finna go. And as soon as I was getting ready to get up and go, another woman that I was talking to walked through the door. And I was like, damn, I'm caught up, shit, right? This isn't a dream though. But it felt so real. So as soon as I was like, yo, man, I'm about to roll, because I realized that I was caught up in this dream. Now this is a dream. As soon as I stood up, the person that I really like, the person that I'm dreaming about, smacked the hell out of me. And I woke up. The crazy thing is I woke up with my heart beating fast as hell. My heart was beating so fast, I was scared. Like I woke up, was scared, looked at my phone. I was like, damn, did they text me? Right? Like, is this shit real? And then here we go again. I had to ask myself, man, am I good enough? Like, is this a sign? What does this dream mean? Because like, I would never cheat on this person. Like, I would never even do this individual like that, like ever. Like, we're not even together, right? But I'm just saying, like, that's not even in my character. Why did I have this dream, right? And then I had to realize, you know what? Even if the dream was just some crazy, wild, random dream, I woke up scared. Why would I wake up scared unless I like this person? Unless I had some type of feelings for this person. So I gotta ask myself, man, what the fuck am I doing? Like, where am I at? Is that what I really, have I even been honest with myself about some things, right? Here we go. But I don't even give that person that type of attention. So I can only imagine, damn, what they feeling like right now. Did I give them some temporary attention? Did I give them temporary love? Are they giving me this temporary attention? Like, damn, what's real? Right? And so sometimes, just to be honest, man, we got to really sit back and assess our situations. We got to sit back and we got to look at what the hell we going through, why we going through it, right? We got to look at how we giving somebody some attention and love, how we look at a person, why we looking at a person that way, right? Are we automatically judging them? Are we respecting them? Are we loving them? Like, what are we doing? How are we doing? And why are we doing it, right? Here we go again. It's that temporary love, right? Like, we chose to love this person until we really got to see some insights and some dynamics on what they had to go through, right? Now we get to see they struggle. Shit, now the struggle is real. Oh, man, I don't want to be a part of this. Right? Kids get sick. They can't be the woman that we want them to be no more. They can't give us the attention that we want anymore, right? They can't answer the phone every time we want them to answer the phone. They can't come through and fuck every time we want them to fuck. And then all of a sudden, we ain't interested in your ass no more. Yo, that's that temporary infatuation. Yo, love, we was never really into you. We was temporarily into you for what you was giving us at that time. And then once shit got real, yo, that shit wasn't even there no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's crazy. Because it's a lot of women out there doing that to these cats too. Like, the real is that, hey, while I can take you to dinner and spoil you and make you feel like a queen, hell yeah, you feeling me. But as soon as I gotta be like, yo, I gotta save some money, trying to get this house, trying to make sure my son get this go-kart for his birthday. Like, I got shit to do, girl. Christmas in about 6 months. I like to ball out. See, the way my paycheck work is, I'm not balling like that, so I gotta save 6 months for Christmas. Hell, I don't know. I like to make sure my baby's got everything, right? But as soon as that shit kick in, and I can't spoil you, can't take you to dinner, I can't get your nails and your hair done, I can't give you what everybody else is just randomly giving you options. Now all of a sudden, yo, I don't get them phone calls no more. I don't get them texts no more. I ain't getting the ass no more like I used to. Woo! That's crazy. Then I ask myself, man, here we go again. I'm looking in the mirror each morning that I look at my phone and I see that, yo, like, this shit's not happening the way that it used to happen. Am I good enough? That's what I ask myself. But again, I think we ask ourselves these questions because we didn't see what was really real. Like, we wasn't peeping into this person's soul and his mind and their heart, right? Like, we weren't peeping into that. Like, I ain't see her for how I needed to see her. You ain't see him for how you needed to see him, baby. But now that we are starting to suffer and we starting to go through some shit, we starting to miss out, and we questioning, we asking ourselves, are we good enough? But look, I'm here to tell you that what maybe, possibly you could be experiencing is that it's just that temporary infatuation. It's that temporary love. It's that temporary attention. It's that temporary dick that you may be getting love. It's that temporary coochie that you may be getting king. And that's real. Like, that shit was just temporary. Like, they had no intentions on making it a long-term thing. Right? So, I'm going to tell you what I want. And then I'm going to get up out of here. Because maybe somebody else wants this somewhere else too. I don't know. But if you give me some coochie, I don't want no temporary coochie. I want that long-term. I want that shit forever. If you give me some love, man, love me forever. Right? Like, when you text me, good morning, you're going to be a friend. Don't be no temporary friend just to see if I'm a possibility, man. Be a friend because of who you feel I am. It don't be nothing to me at all. But I need that long term in any aspect of life. I want that long-term knowledge. I want that long-term love. I want that long-term confidence. I want that long-term health. I don't want shit temporary no more. Nothing. Because I don't got time for temporary. Because I don't want to get used to something and then all of a sudden you take that shit away. Yo, that's not fair, man. I'm going to tell you, that's not right. That's not right to me. And I ain't going to lie to you, baby. Like, yeah, I can't ball out on you right now. But see, dreams are delivered. Nerds are lifting. Shit's changing around here. And see, when I get to that level of success that I know I'm getting to every day, sorry, baby, but I ain't got time for you. Because see, you temporarily clocked out on me, but I permanently checked out on your ass. And when I permanently checked out on you, I permanently checked in on her. Because she didn't temporarily give me shit. She was dedicated. And that's 1,000. And you sisters got to be the same way. Like, when these cats come through and give you this temporary dick because it feel good, like, yo, you got to start telling these cats to push on and to roll on, right? Now, I know what some of y'all thinking, like, yo, but what if it's an understanding? Yo, an understanding is an understanding. You can understand everything all day long, right? then that was just your situation that you decided to involve yourself in. Yeah, yo, maybe we get down from time to time, but we both got that same impression that we get down from time to time. We're adults. We're going to do what we want to do. Let's be real, right? We gonna fuck when we want to fuck. We gonna kiss and kick it. We gonna do what we do, regardless. At the end of the day, shawty or king, if you know that somebody else is expecting some long term, but you're giving them that short term, I'm gonna put it in aspects like this, right? I'm gonna put it in aspects like this. Shawty, you expect that long stroke, but I give you that little half a stroke and dip out, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? What was that? You need to come finish, please. Thank you, right? It's the same thing with emotions and attention. I'm not going to give you a half of me, man. I'm going to give you all of me. And I'm going to make sure all of me is like all of me. You feel me? And it's the same thing as kings and you queens need to be doing, man. Like when you give a brother a piece of you, give a brother all of you, or don't give a brother nothing at all. I mean, if y'all got like a little agreement, if y'all got an understanding, yeah, that's different. But you got to be careful with them too, man, because not everybody that say they can handle these understandings are really understanding. They just understand that they're going to get some ass right quick, but then they don't start understanding the emotions and the feelings that came with that ass, right? Like I told you, a lot of these cats got their hearts attached to their dick, regardless if they admit it or not. And a lot of these sisters got their hearts attached to their pussy, regardless if they admit it or not, right? So everybody always talking about an understanding. They don't really understand until they start feeling them emotions, and then they really lost. And the only thing you gonna understand is that you got somebody that's on your ass for not giving them some attention that you never even knew you had to give them in the beginning. Like, damn, you never said it was about this. That's that temporary bullshit again. That's real. So, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna roll. Because I don't want to give y'all too much of my time, right? Because I love every single one of you guys. And I know that if I give you too much of my time, you're not putting time towards the person that you should be loving, your work, career, finances, and everything else. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But I'm going to say this, though. Think about what you got temporarily. And imagine if you had it full time. Is it worth sacrificing right now to just get it temporarily? Or would you rather hold out and get that shit full time, right? So some people think I'm instantly talking about sex. Not necessarily, but yeah, that shit plays a factor too. But what about the friendships? What about the bond, the connections, right? The networking. It's not about what you know all the time. Gonna lie, man, it's about who you know. You feel what I'm saying? Again, I'm gonna be transparent and tell y'all a piece. I had so many people reach out to me telling me what they gonna do for me, how they fuck with me. Essex, I work for the airlines. I'm gonna put you on my little buddy pass. I'm gonna put you on my companion list. I know you're trying to travel and do your thing for business. I was even offering folks to pay them. Never heard not a word from them, but they love me though. Woo. You love me temporarily when you fly in town. You love me when I log in. You love me when I say something to help you and motivate you. But baby, do you love me when I'm sleeping? Do you love me when I'm working? Do you love me when we not on the phone? Do you love me if I never make another video again? So again, I want that shit that's long term. I'm psyched. For real. I'm sick. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of all of this fake short term bullshit, man. That's 100. Like, I need that shit when I'm sleeping, right? Like, I don't know about y'all, but if I wake up to a message like, good morning, baby, how you doing? Like, I was thinking about you. Good morning, king. Anything. Yo, that shit feels good. Especially when it's from the person that you want it to be from. But if every morning I gotta wake up and I gotta text you, I gotta call you, I gotta hit you up, I gotta initiate, I gotta be like, hey, over here, Essex right here, love right here, right? If I gotta do that shit every day, man, it's kind of like, damn, man, like, are you even thinking about me? Yo, that's crazy. Again, I need that shit long term. I need that shit full time. I don't want nothing partial, right? When I go to the gym, man, I go in, I go hard. Yo, my body, this lifestyle, this fitness, nerds lifting, that shit is full time, man. Like, y'all finna see nerds lifting, it's gonna rise up and take off, right? Like, the SXJ Project is a brand. I built a brand off of a cell phone. Nerds lifting. I'm gonna do it again with a cell phone, right? That's real. It's full time. You're not going to see that go away, right? Because my health is full time till I die. You feel me? So my love for you, boo, for whomever my future wife is, wherever you are out there, man, I hope you can feel my love for you right now. Like, yo, that's full time. I don't even know your name yet for sure. Shit, we ain't even signed no little fake ass paperwork that the government want us to sign, right? I mean, our hearts might already be co-signed, but like we ain't did the paperwork yet. We ain't had the ceremony. Nah, there ain't fireworks. Yes, girl, yes. I want. Yeah, you know what? We can get married in Belize if you like. The reef is really shallow, and if you stand on top of the reef, it looks like you're walking on water. I would love to take a wedding picture there. Has anybody ever told y'all about that? Nah, of course not. Why? Because they too busy doing what everybody else is doing. But in Belize, there is a shallow reef. I've never been able to travel out the country, but I will. There's a shallow reef when you stand out far in the ocean. And if you get a photographer, they know what they're doing. They can make you look like you and your wife is standing on water in your wedding picture. Could you imagine that, baby? Whoever you are, if you ever hear this message, us looking like we standing on water in Belize. That would be beautiful. Like, even if we didn't get married there, that'd be dope. That'd be epic if we took some pictures there for our wedding, for our honeymoon. Yo, that shit's crazy, huh? Simple ideas, man, could change your whole entire life. But do you know why I think about this shit? Because I think about whomever she may be full time. Like, we focus on money and careers. Shouldn't we focus on who we love too? Although we may not know that person. Like, we don't know exactly what job we're going to have when we graduate out of college, but we know we want a good job. So we build our education, we build our mind, and we build our resume. We build our credentials and our backgrounds. We build our experience to be the best employees that we can be, to work for someone else or to own our own business. So shouldn't we build our hearts, our spirits, our minds, our souls, our bodies to be the best lovers that we can be? I told a friend this morning, hear me. My motivation isn't sex at all when it comes to the physical, but it is too in a sense. Whoa, some people are gonna be like, what are you talking about? Let me explain. Like, I'm building my body to look good because at the end of the day, I want my woman to desire me. I want her to love me. I want her to lick her lips and cross her legs. I want her to, whew, oh my God, just jump on me when it come through the house, grab my neck, bite it, kiss it, however, right? Scratch my back, all of that. But at the end of the day, I gotta be healthy. I gotta have stamina. I gotta be energetic. We gotta run. We gotta play at the park. We gotta be able to run through the airport when we're shooting at friends for Valentine's Day or however it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. But we gotta have that energy and we gotta have that health so that way we can definitely do that. But like, if we can't do that, man, then like, who am I? What am I building? So right now, not only am I building a better me for me, but I'm building a better me for my future, because I know the better I become, the better future I have, the better man she will have. And I want my woman to take pride in being able to look at her friends around the couch and be like, girl, look what he put on. Look what he put on. Woo. Yes. I mean, you ain't got to tell them about how good the D is, because they may get a little too curious. So some things we do keep private, but you can let them know that daddy is not bullshitting. That Essex or whoever, man, your kin, your husband, that you got a real ass dude that love you, that's strong, got a good back, right? Like, that's real. So at the end of the day, y'all have a blessed morning, man. Y'all have a blessed Thursday. And think about that temporary shit. It's not always good. It's not always healthy. I appreciate everybody for logging in. I appreciate everybody for respecting me, man, continuously pushing out my work, subscribing to my videos. And guess what? I'm going to start putting my live videos on YouTube now. All right? Since I know the project may come to an end here, reached out to the publishing company, so we're having some discussions with the book. Another thing some people wanted to know is, what other avenue am I talking about? I'm thinking about turning the project into a movie, so I'm going to transcribe everything. So I'm trying to find a script writer because I'm horrible at it, right? But remember what I told you guys, man. I don't hide anything from you guys because I want you guys to know my ideas and my thoughts, and then let's see if they manifest or when they manifest to reality, right? So at the end of the day, I love every single one of you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for being so amazing and for giving me the support that you give me, the way that you give to me. Without a doubt, man, it's like one of the most amazing feelings in the world. But at the end of the day, Whatever you do, man, don't be a victim of temporary love, temporary infatuation, temporary sex, temporary mind play, temporary physical play, whatever it may be. You know, again, understanding is an understanding. We're going to do what we want to do as adults. We'll always do what we want to do. But if in your mind you want something for the long run, for the long haul, forever, then you have to be disciplined and wait forever. Now that sounds bad, but you have to wait for somebody that wants to give you the same exact thing that your body and your mind, your heart, your spirit desires, right? So imagine this. Here we go. I always tell people, imagine this. Could you imagine waking up and kissing me in the morning? Right? So like, again, if you have one night to do that, would you do it that one night, or would you hold out and would you say, I would rather you give it to me every morning if you could, versus me just coming and getting it one good time? You got to think about that, right? So like, if you appreciate somebody, I mean, yeah, you can rush and get it right quick, or would you rather take your time and have it forever? I don't know about you, man, but I'd rather have that shit forever. Like, when I think about how your hair would smell, when I think about how your body would feel against me, when I think about the mornings at 4 or 5 a.m. when I'm turned up for no reason and I'm energetic, and I can roll over and kiss you and touch you and do all the things that we really shouldn't be doing anyways, but we're going to do it because we love each other, then I want that shit every opportunity I can. Like, I don't want you to tease that with me 1 or 2 times or a few times, and then we just move on about our way because we realize that we just aren't going to do anything. It's called having patience, man. And patience is everything, and I see that now. You feel what I'm saying? So look, again, have a blessed, amazing Thursday. It's supposed to be my Friday, but I'm working overtime. I want you guys to watch out for them babies, man. Make sure that they're getting home safe. Make sure that nobody's putting them in cars. If you see something suspicious, be a parent, be an adult. Wake up, ask them, hey, what's going on? Hey, is this your mom? This is your dad? Anything, because at the end of the day, we got to stop assuming, because there's a lot of people out there that means these babies no good, right? And we don't ever want our babies to be a victim of anything like that, nor should we ever allow anybody else's baby to be a victim. So let's keep our eyes open, right? Remember, if we want to take our communities and our neighborhoods back, we have to open our eyes. It's not that we have to be superheroes and jeopardize our lives, but we just have to pay attention. We have to be able to make the right phone calls, and we have to let the community know that we are watching, and that it's not easy for you just to come do this over here in our community, that we are serving our community on a higher level, right? Make sure that we feed the homeless. Today's Thursday, so I'm going to take the time, although I have to work tomorrow, I'm going to take the time to go get what I get normally, these apples, these oranges, some vitamins, and some waters like I did last week, right? And definitely go feed them again tomorrow. The weather's getting hot. Let's make sure that we love those who are less fortunate, because, again, not all of us is fortunate in that position, right? So it's always in our hearts to give back, man. Again, don't be speeding out there on the traffic, man. I know it's the summertime. We got our little booty shorts and our tank tops on. We in a rush to get to the pool, the parties, the day parties, the rooftop parties, and all of those events. But again, at the end of the day, we want to get there and we want to get home, right? Some of you are going to drink regardless of what I say or not. I don't drink. So if you are going to drink, make sure that you are drinking responsibly. At the end of the day, I don't want to lose one of you guys, one of my followers, one of my fans, one of my loves, even my potential, right? If you're a single woman and you feel like, damn, one day this may be my man, who knows, right? Then, like, make sure that you are trying to preserve your sanity, your health, and drive safely, man. And that way, who knows, we may meet one day, right? But how the fuck am I going to ever meet you if you're taking these type of chances out there driving recklessly and not really getting home and being safe, logging in, doing what you're supposed to do, man, and being a beautiful queen or being an amazing king that you should be for these ladies to meet, etc., the whole nine, right? And I got to practice that too. That's why I don't drink. That's why I stop really speeding. That's why I really slow down, right? So if you want to speed, take that shit to the track, take it out to the races, but don't do that in traffic with everybody else. You feel me? We got to make sure that we're getting home. We got to make sure that we continue to love. We got to make sure that we are protecting not only ourselves, but we got to make sure that we're protecting everybody else around us as well. This is every day. This is not just once a week. This is every day that we have to do this. All right? Y'all have an amazing morning. Goodbye.